My name is Laura Considine. I'm an associate professor in international politics at the University of Leeds, and I specialize in nuclear politics. I'm very interested in questions about the meaning of nuclear weapons and how they fit into the world. So I'm interested in language and how we speak and write about nuclear weapons. And I'm also interested in how nuclear weapons are objects in the world as part of a broader kind of complex of nuclear production. And I think about this through feminist perspectives. I didn't actually intend to become interested in nuclear weapons. I was doing a master's in international security, and I just happened to take a class on nuclear weapons politics with a professor called William Walker. And it wasn't anything I'd known much about before. And I just found it incredibly interesting and different from anything I'd thought of before. And so it kind of started from there. After my master's, I did a PhD at Aberystwyth University with Nick Wheeler, which ended up being quite a historical study on US and Soviet Cold War nuclear arms control. Afterwards, I got a temporary and then a permanent position at the University of Leeds. But my research has changed quite a bit from my PhD work in that while I'm still very much interested in historical analysis, I'm more interested now in how these stories about nuclear weapons are produced and consumed, and the power that these narratives have. I'm also interested in how these narratives have gendered, racialized dimensions to them as well. I think that nuclear weapons has often been, the public have often been told that we need to care about nuclear weapons because there's the potential for apocalyptic nuclear war. And that is absolutely true. And that is something that we need to all, think very seriously about because this is something that isn't, from the past or an extreme thing. It is something that can happen. But also I think the public should care about nuclear weapons because they are embedded in our world and are part of other sorts of systems as well. So, they are part of, an increasing and massively militarized world with weapons and military production that is environmentally, I think, unsustainable. I think they maintain international power hierarchies and kind of reproduce kind of issues of inequality within international politics. They have environmental and health impacts. And, they're also, spending on nuclear weapons means that we're not spending on other things that might actually make our day-to-day lives better. So I think as well as the potential for, catastrophic nuclear war, I think these weapons have impacts every day. And I think that's what the public should really be informed about more. I think that there's a lot that concerns me really at the moment. But I think that we're getting to a point where the answer to some of the problems that that are coming up in the world could be seen to be or can be argued to be increased militarization, increased military spending, increased capacity to make war. And I'm concerned that that's the route that we're going down, and that includes increasing numbers and increasing focus on nuclear weapons. And I think this is a problem in and of itself, but it's also a problem because it reduces our focus on other things that we really need to be taking very seriously, such as the climate emergency.